So we are back on the Mana Symbol channel, playing a little bit of something spicy here. So we've got a red-black deck with 4 Underworld Cookbooks, which, you know, okay, very clear. Although no copies of Asmorana, Mardu, Dice, and Kuldakar, which is obviously strange, right? We've got Urza Saga, so I guess the cookbooks feed that. We've got a little package with Pyrite Spellbomb, Shadowspear. We've got a suite of removal with Lightning Bolts, Prismatic Ending, and a little bit of Thoughtseize for Disruption. We've got Mishra's Bauble. But for some reason, we're not playing Lurrus in this deck, and I'm not entirely sure why. Or maybe I'm just leading you on because this is a bit. Because we are playing Gortorious DRC. So the cookbooks here are for dumping Emrakul into our graveyard at instant speed for the purposes of Goryo's Vengeance. So for those who have never experienced the glory of Goryo's Vengeance, this is a 1 in a black instant. It says, return target legendary creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. So if you put Emrakul in your graveyard, for obvious reasons, they created this card in such a way where you couldn't reanimate it, right? So when it's put into a graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles their graveyard into their library. So, I mean, of course, you just can't reanimate it. Unless you could respond to the trigger with an instant. Which you can. Because this is. So, in Standard, this was used with some of the Kamigawa Dragons. Kakusho, the Evening Star, is, I think, the sort of most famous one of those that it was used with. You could reanimate a Kakusho and sacrifice it. You could reanimate a Kakusho with the second one in play. And they would Legend Rule each other, and you'd drain your opponent for 10. Which is pretty good. But in this case, we get to Emrakul them. We're also playing 4 copies of Through the Breach. You might think 22 lands, a little bit shy, but we've got Ragavan to create tokens. We've got DRC to smooth our draws out and hopefully get us there. And that's really the core concept in the main deck. We do have Griseldaddy, and Griseldaddy, if you get him in with Goryo's Vengeance or Through the Breach, you can hit your opponent for 7, gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and sort of keep on trucking that way. So this is a deck that sort of has like a middling early game mid-range kind of plan. Although we do have 4 Urza Saga with the Sagavan core, Sagavan with the Ragavan's DRC, Urza Saga, all that nonsense. That's sort of backed up by a combo kill. So this is a little neat. It's a little interesting. I have no idea how good this is going to be. I definitely have no idea how we're going to be sideboarding in a bunch of matchups, but that's okay. We'll just hop in here and run the experiment and see if we die. Kamigawa Dragons are so hilariously bad by today's standard. Yes, they are. They are really spectacularly poor. Are you saying that Yosei the Morningstar can't hang with the best of them? Cube staple Yosei the Morningstar. Hi, Brian. Alright. Living your dream. We got everything except for a discard outlet and the Goryo's Vengeance, but this hand seems insane otherwise. I can agree with that Inverted Forest, but on the flip side, the question is, what do you want to cut for it? Like, I don't think there's an answer for that question. Certainly not a clean one. It's, no mountains in the deck, so we'll have to shock this turn at minimum. Think I'm happy to lead on Ragavan. If they have a blocker, we go play Pyrite Spellbomb, shoot the Pyrite Spellbomb, crack them for 2. Cookbook is the turn 2 Emrakul line. Agreed. I think that it is Inverted Forest, because it also shores up your Urza Sagas, which... yeah, of course they have burn. So I can't flip this Chandler this turn, but I'm pretty sure we're just playing DRC, Saga, Spellbomb. I think I want to keep that. Since I'm not flipping the Channeler this turn anyway, we'll just keep that. Seems like a pretty good draw against blue-red. Thanks for the follow there, Jean-Martin de Bergerac. Jean-Martin de Bergerac, something like that. I did my best with it. I apologize for my failure. So I think I'm just attacking here first. If they have like a flash creature, Pyrite Spellbomb probably takes it out. I'm just going to keep getting value off of the Saga for now. I'm not worried about getting totally blown out in game one by some kind of hate spell. This might be Zoo. Yeah, looking like Zoo. Yep. Yeah, Lenny NY did take a 9th place yesterday. Getting squeezed out on breakers. So I just grab a cookbook here. So I can flip the Channeler at my leisure, but not when I want. But we'll swing with the Construct here, and when they don't block, because I'm sure they won't, right? We're just going to dump something here. Not Shadowspear, not Ragavan, so I guess we're dumping Thoughtseize. I actually don't have to. Hitting them for 4 is more than good enough here, I think. So hit them for 4, they go to 11. Next turn we hit them for 13, assuming that they just leave that open. That seems fine to me. So we have lethal on deck very easily. That's the reason I didn't need to throw away any of these spells. Because, like, throwing away the extra Ragavan doesn't help me. Thoughtseize might actually be a helpful card to have here. Obviously, Emrakul if we top deck. Goryo's Vengeance is insane, and the Shadowspear is very good if we top deck a land, so... I don't think they're playing any 1-mana gold spells. Multicolor. I'm assuming they just don't attack here. Pop quiz chat. Is Pyrite Spellbomb considered monocolored? It's not. Yeah, Boomer's at gold. Oh, they love them. Gold spells. Everyone loves the gold spells. So this is super easy, right? We go ditch through the breach, make a food. Pyrite Spellbomb, crack them for 11. They'd have to have Bolt. And the question is there any way I can play around that? Right. And we can put the spear in for an extra point of damage before combat. So I don't have to Thoughtseize. So you just go... Play Shadowspear. Oh, Surveil helps a little bit. Well, kind of. I'll bin that. I don't need it right now. Alright, opponent. Yeah. So hilariously, our combo deck just aggroed him out in game one. I think I want these cards, but I don't think that I necessarily want Prismatic Ending. I think the point of their deck is being good against cards that are being commonly played like Prismatic Ending. And even Lightning Bolt might be pretty dead against them. You know what, actually, I think we keep the endings and we dump the bolts. And the reason why is they might be just like all on Tarmogoyf's Territorial Kavus and Sign of Draco. And bolts just doesn't kill anything that they play. They might have monkeys, but I kind of doubt it. I think they're trying to blank the average removal spell. I think the only normally played removal spell that they're probably at all vulnerable to is Unholy Heat when it's kicked. Engineered Explosives is mildly appealing. Is Ragavan actually good in this matchup? It feels like it's not. Especially on the draw, I feel like we'll just like go down to like a Miser's Ragavan. I don't know anything about Ender's Game. No. Isn't Fury of the Horde a good card for a turn 1 kill? If you're playing Narset Cannon, I'm going to keep this and just hope we draw exactly what we need when we need it. In my opinion, nothing can jump the shark as hard as Book 3 and up of the Dune series. Calling Dune a series is almost questionable. The first 2 books are related, and then from that point it might as well just be books in the same universe. Hey, Halsey. Alright. That's cool. We got through the breach. Oh. Do I want to do this right now, though? To the rest in peace? Or do I want to wait and see if there's a threat I can remove with it? Because I don't need to do this. I have none of the prep required. Well, if it was from the better half, I mean, I think that's just a normal thing that happens when you play Magic, but I'm assuming it's not because of the way you've set this up. Show me your general again. It's an X spell? What is happening? What are they trying to play? Scion? They're missing an island for Scion. Yeah. Do I need double red for anything? No. But I already have double red via the Blackcleave. All right. So if I play Saga now, when it goes off, we can get a cookbook, play Prismatic Ending, ditch Emrakul Vengence. Or if we just straight up roll up to the 5th land, we can breach. Okay. And since they're not putting any pressure on me, I'm just going to do this. Although the Saga is a land that could get stone rained by disenchants and shit. We'll see. Hey, how's it going? The 1. 7777777. If you're looking for the 1, just dial 7777777. Actually, most phone numbers are supposed to do 3 and then 4. Just dial 777-7777. Shardless Agent in your zoo deck. Bless. Yeah. You got it. Perfect. They're dead. You're dead, opponent. Maybe 2 ways. I'll kill you 3 times before you hit the ground. Can we talk about how originally Kavu did Naturalize on attack? Jesus. It wasn't even... What's it called? No, we don't need a land Phoenix. We have the play. I described the play earlier. If you're not paying attention, I'm going to have to ask you to stay after class. Let me show you why we didn't need the land. Now, we did draw the land, but let me show you why we didn't need the land. Easy peasy. Easy peasy pumpkin pie. Keep the office door open. Shauna, you know how I like to conduct business. Door closed, pants off. For reference, I am in fact wearing pants right now. That is the antithesis of true. I'm basically a never nude. In fact, the fact that I'm not wearing socks right now is making me uncomfortable. The only socks I have to wear are overly tight, and I'm doing laundry at the moment. Shower with trucks on. Yeah, we got Monkey, we got Bauble, we got Vengeance. I mean, we're a whole bunch of ways towards doing the thing. Whoa, Shauna. I didn't say that you or anyone else has to feel differently about the way that you do anything. I'm just saying that I, as a human being, am someone who, like, I get up, clothes are on. Like, not a few clothes, like pants, shirt, whole nine. I guess if we can consider that a whole nine. Well, this is a little clunky. Anyone thinks we should go to discard to hand size? Is it crazy to go discard hand size on a Griselbrand? Let's play this here in Visions. We got DRC and some lands. Discard hand size would be next turn. That's pretty slow. Whereas we can get to this breach on turn 4, which should kill them. Especially if they go Phyrexian Unlife on 3. Okay. Let's go top, and then this way we have a land we can shuffle if we want. So next turn I'm on 4 mana post-combat, but the next turn I'm on 5 mana pre-combat. So then we breach them on 4, right? Yeah, so we should get this. Two hit city. Okay, should be an easy kill here. If you guys hear any noise in the... I'm not fetching, don't worry. I want to draw the land I put on top. This is perfect. Yeah. First I'll Surveil. I don't know, I think I'll keep that on top. Get out of here. Shoot. Poof. Oh, sure. Choose and sacrifice your permanents, please. What? Silence seems insane here. Y'all ever silence someone on their upkeep when they're about to get 2 cards off suspend? I know I haven't, but I'm about to try. I'm finna. I don't know how to say that word. I'm finna try. I'm just gonna southern it because I don't know how to say that word. So I'm fixing to try. I'm fixing to try right here. Now, what you want to do there is see if they have a bunch of spells on suspend, and you cast that silence response to the first trigger, and they just gone, you know? Just flush them. Alright, probably don't need Pyrite Spellbomb. I want all the books so I can go Sonic Speed. I think we can cut a Griselbrand, because generally speaking, it's just like not going to be particularly great. I mean, it's fine, but oh, we could bring in Void Mirror. I think the Void Mirror would be overkill. Although I don't hate this. All right. No, I don't think so, Nimitive. Also, sometimes they play Pact of Negation. I don't know if they do that anymore, but I think that they do. All right. Would you call this a casual deck, or is this deck still too good? You did not send me a deck. You sent me a broken link. Yeah, deck is private. Shit, you right. I know I'm right. Well, Halsey's advertising the private, but we didn't actually get to see it. We got paywalled. Alright, so is this deck casual or is it too competitive? I only need to see these two cards to tell you this is definitely a casual deck. Now, it might be a casual deck that's built well enough to dump on other people's casual decks. I don't know. This cannot be a exceptionally competitive deck. I don't believe it. I think if you ran into someone who's playing like mono red board wipes, because that's something people would do in casual, then OnlyFans shut down on MTG Goldfish. That's my only hope, baby. Speaking of which, just make sure my top's in the right place. Oh, so previously on stream I mentioned that I knew I was mistaken on which person was the like average very I'm gonna use the word exploitative, but like third wave feminism exploitative hot tub streamer, and I thought it was someone of a different name who I found out it definitely wasn't, and then I found out who it was, and that streamer's name is Amonrath. I don't know. I don't watch the thing, or I don't stick around the channel to find out long enough how to pronounce her name. But I know because she popped onto my front page the other day because she had like 16,000 people watching her do ASMR with microphones with fake ears mounted over them that she was making out with. And like, kudos to you, human being. That is an accomplishment. I could not get that many people to watch me to do that. That's Twitch now? No, it's just a part of Twitch now. That's fine. We had just chatting. We had ASMR. Emarath is a well, you know what third wave feminism is, I assume, Shauna. Oh. Have you tried? I have not tried. No, I know you're not being serious, Phoenix. I'm just... do I want to Saga this turn, or do I want to Thoughtseize? Setting up for the white mana kind of kicked me in the teeth. But they don't have any access to green right now, and I've got a Wear Tear, so we've got time. And I don't really want to Stone Rain myself yet. Place your bets, how much am I going to have to spend to build this? The Werewolf deck you showed me? I don't know. At least $600. That's going to be my guess. Right, I totally agree, Phoenix. I also... It's also a much more complicated... Like, the third wave feminism conversation is a lot more complicated. It's like, if there's a system set up that rewards... Yeah, anyway. It's way too complicated. I don't know. I'm not enough of an expert about it to speak on it with any level of expertise, so I'm not going to. My level of understanding of it is probably incomplete, and etc. So, I think we go Saga here. Blackcleave, yeah, we would need double white to do anything more fancy, so setting up Saga here feels alright. I know it means Blackcleave comes in tap next turn, but that doesn't really change my ability to interact too much. It depends on the date and time, Darth Combo. Anyway, my point is that if someone wants to use something that is born to them to gain advantage in this world, that's already the way the world works. Nobody should be judging anyone for it's like, she's just making money and being appealing because she's attractive. It's like, yes. But, some people are born with families that can support them so they can spend, X number of dollars on their Magic deck and 20 hours a day grinding and etc. No, I know you guys know, just if someone watches this in the future and etc. Like, most competitive chess players I was hearing are what do you call it? Individually wealthy? That's not the right word. Independently wealthy. Yeah. At the same time, more like smart people usually have to work pretty hard to get good grades anyway. Like it's not like but there's an understanding of that, right? It's like, well, it's not just that they're smart. They obviously worked hard. But for some reason, I'm sure she is, Shauna. Again, anyone who can stay on top of a something like that, I mean, it's not free, right? Like, there is competition. People are coming for you. If they can get those sweet Twitch views, they will get them too. So, and it's an unbelievable amount of work too. Like, there's a level of consistency, there's a level of constant communication, there's a level of attention that you have to put up with, which, obviously. So, if I silence them in response to this, and the last card in their hand is, is Spoils, they have to cast it in response, and that's not going to work for them to win. Well, I don't know if everyone would do that Darth combo. There are plenty of attractive people in this world who don't choose to use that as their path forward, which is fine. They have a Spoils on top? Yikes. Although, double disenchant could get them dead. Yep. All right, monkey. Get in the pile.
Yeah, I'm a monkey. Give this monkey what she wants.
So they go trigger on the stack. They play Spoils. They're going to Spoils for a card that's not in their deck? Yes? They have 0 cards in hand? Yeah. What do they name? What did they name? What did they like? +2 Mace. They missed. Tear. Man, this deck is really easy. $2-0, 4-0, baby. We got exceptionally lucky there with our draws. Everything worked out perfectly. I mean, DJF Sappy, I know it took me a second to find the option on Wear Tear. I'm just not used to actually thinking about not fusing it right now. And usually if I'm not, I'm casting Wear. But if I had attempted to cast it wrong, the only targets were my own like cookbook and food, and I would have figured it out. Unless you, like, I'm assuming you were trying to be helpful and being like, oh, the Tear is the spell you want, Zach. You don't want wear and you don't want fuse. Yeah, no. But it's like, if I hit wear by accident, I'll like try to click on their Phyrexian life, it'll be like, those aren't artifact sack, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I am an idiot. So we're on the draw. We're against the Lurrus deck. So this might be the first really tough matchup for this. This hand is no good against basically any Lurrus deck. This is better. So I think we go keep bottom a cookbook. Because I can fetch cookbooks, but if they have discard spells, I want them to be forced to take both my Vengeances. Oh, it's burn. Rats. So that means I have to go fetch shock ending, most likely. I don't know if that actually nets me any life gain. Is there any way it's correct to like get the swamp or like a tap land? Is Monkey just in the deck for ramp? And chip damage. Chip damage is not insignificant. Yeah, the ramp is definitely, I think, the most appealing thing about it. It gives you stuff to do in your early turns, and it also like makes sure that they're using their mana on something, so that they're not just like sitting there waiting. Yeah, it might be DJS Sappy. I don't know. Yeah, I hope so, Colby. I find this card really annoying. Yeah, I mean, there's not too many that actually overlap that way, though, Fusion Blade. It's not like they're going to bolt an Emrakul, right? I just really don't know where I'm supposed to go on this turn one. This is really, really awkward. It's a lot worse than DRS. I don't know. DRS never gave you cards and mana. DRS was a different card, but it didn't have as high of a ceiling. The floor is miles higher? No, it's not. It's blocked by Memnite. That's the floor on that card. Memnite, Keck W. Oh, the floor on DRS. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, the floor on DRS is way higher than Monkey, for sure. Absolutely. But the ceiling is nowhere near as high. I mean, unless you're playing Vintage, where sometimes, like, blowing out their graveyard sorcery instant flashback nonsense is just like the most broken thing ever. Okay, I would like to draw a swamp off the top. And then an Emrakul. So we're at 6. We're at 3. This is going to kill me. Yeah, I've seen it cast Lord of the Flings. Damn it. Stupid hair. So we're at 11, and we're about to go to 5-3. They had Swift Spear, Eidolon, Bolt, Bolt, Bolt so far. I am so upset that Burn is back up. Some people don't know the glory of Mark Ribbolette. Oh, there's something I wanted to add on stream. Let's... As long as I'm listening to my music, we can do this. Not at the moment, no. They will, don't worry, but... Huh. Does it not exist? It doesn't exist? What? Really? Oh, is it this? Nope. Damn. Can't capture the iTunes visualizer. Alright, well. I have to do without then. I suppose I could... Oh, there we go. Although, no, it's gonna pop down as soon as... Yeah, and I can't get this to stay on top for now. Alright, well, I'll figure it out some other time. Yeah, not yet, Blitz. This end is great. Just have to find a way to discard the Emrakul. I know there is Tartan Scarf. It's just more trouble than it's worth for the moment. Saga on top. That's kind of perfect. Go. So the reason we didn't DRC on turn 1 there is because then I had to take damage for shocking, which is just not worth it in this matchup. Breach on top. Okay. Ah! I was supposed to fetch. Fuck! Ah! I wanted to draw the breach, but I didn't want to draw the breach, and now we're here. So I'm going to have to fetch Shock to kill this Goblin Guide, or not. I don't know why I'm being so slops. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I am me, so I guess... It's just par for the course. Yikes. Whoa, no, not more. Please. Yeah, it's not looking good, myself, Dota 2. It's not looking good. Did I board in that one engineered explosives? I did not. Grizzle Daddy, though. I have no way to get it. Alright, Sunbaked. Not a good land for this matchup, but it is a good land. We are going to get turn 3 killed by burn, aren't we? Maybe not. So we go Sunbaked Canyon this turn. We go Shoot, Bolt. Then next turn we only have to take 1, in theory, to Vengeance. Which at the moment is not lethal, but... But then we'll have a cookbook. Okay. I should... We're just killing 2 Goblin Guides in combat. It's fine. Ooh, free draws. Not take 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We come together 'cause opposites attracting, you know. I'm at 8. Going to 6. 1 assumes. So if I had saved the, I don't know, 4 points earlier, we'd be in a much better spot. Not that I can do anything about it. I think we got this one. Why not make a man's to stabilize? It's better for me to crack a food. Opposites attract, baby. So we go to 3. They go to 0 permanence. And we're at 5. So we're not getting bolted out of this game. We come together because opposites attract. Of course I remember the video for this song. Most importantly, because of Family Guy, Colby. Yeah, just like when I used to hang out with Paula Abdul. Oh, it's like a really old one, Colby. So it's not it's not important that you've seen it. It's one of those old, really good Family Guy jokes. I mean, I don't even know about really good. But no. Almost? There we go. There. I need a way to get the white mana. Is it crazy to keep the Vengence over the Terminate? Or should I should do it the other way around. Because I don't want to fetch shock on one to have a prismatic. So this way we go fetch Sacred Foundry or Godless on one. Into Terminate. Into Saga. And hopefully that buys us enough time. If they have a turn 3 kill this time, it's going to be way harder than last one. Vengence on top. Rats. Gambled and lost. Hey, thanks for that resub. Obviously basura. Oh, I'm shaking it. This deck has been a blast and a half. We've been ripping with it. Free mana? If you keeping Saga, keep the Goryo. That's kind of the way I ran it. No Eidolon here is really nice. We have Damon, so we do need double black. Saga gets us Cookbook. So if we draw an Emrakul or a Griselbrand at this point, then we get to stabilize. Yikes. So we're at 9. 4 damage Goblin Guide is a lot. F's. F's in chat, y'all. Another one? Top card is Urborg. No, sorry, that was... Top card is Shadowspear. But it's not going to be fast enough. Yeah, you shouldn't be surprised, the one. It's been back for a couple weeks now, and it's been doing reasonably well in events. It's just like the format has sort of resolved to a point where everything is viable again. Even Amulet Titan's been doing well in prelims. So 2-1, we got eaten alive by Burn in 2 of the games there, and that really wasn't not to be expected. Like, we have to get a very, very good combo oriented hand to get that one. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Colby. It's also a deck that's like been around forever. People know it, they own it, they love it. they didn't have to buy a lot of cards to change it. Bit, bit. Freak, if you want an absolute romp, try playing this deck. It is unreal fun. We went 2-0-4-0 in our first two, and then we ran into Burn, and that was we lost in 3, but yeah, modern is basically in a spot where you can play whatever you want. It's certainly in the queues. Challenges, not so much, but in the queues, it's wacky, crazy Friday, everything must go madness. Huh. Fury, exiling Bone Crusher, no Obosh. Okay. I don't think Bogles is that big of a long shot. No, Bogles is not scuffed. You just need to dodge the matchups. Like, and that's the same as everyone else right now. Everyone needs to dodge their 0%er matchups. That is just the fact of the way Modern is right now. You have to dodge your 0% matchups and you'll be fine. And by 0, I mean like 90-10. But that's kind of the way it's always been. Like, that's old school Modern. Red Eldrazi. Good read, Kaya. I'm not going to spew this bolt. It's just not necessary. You don't want to assemble anything? I mean, this deck is pretty... I don't think this league is going to take more than like an hour and a half. So, Saga this turn, we could still play a Breach on 5, although we're unlikely to have that. I think I'd rather Saga to get something going, though, rather than Sunbaked and cycling that, which seems like a losing proposition. I think I'd rather make the bolt into a food here, because I'm never removing this. If you guys hear any shouting in the background, that is my grandmother watching the tennis. It's very exciting, apparently. Very, very, very emotionally invested in it, apparently. Usually 10, even the one, but that is subject to how. What are you trying to get me to play? If it's reasonably competitive, then, or it just captures my imagination, then for sure I'll do 10 USD. If it's something really reprehensible. Bogles? Oh, Saga Bogles. Yeah, we could do that. I put it on the schedule for Wednesday, if that's something you're interested in. You're not attacking with this, right? Really? Little pepperoni on your Sunday? I should have done this first, but I'm not worried about it. I mean, they're tapped out and they have a chalice. Hey, look, Eldrazi opponent. I played something bigger than yours, and now you're going to lose. It's the classic Uro metagame. It's back. Thought Uro died. Just went home. He just went home, kid. Saggles. Yeah, I'd love to play Vogels with Saga on Wednesday, if that's alright with you. I am going to be on tomorrow night. I'm switching my days off to Tuesday for reasons, so... Urza, how does he keep getting away with this? Do I block or do I not block? Like, I block and I get stomped, they kill my one construct, and then what? Well, they can't bolt, but whatever. Uh-huh. Yes, and? Okay. You do you, opponent. I got no complaints. That member? That's what I was thinking, but like, I don't know. Like, that was the best play, but they still lost 4 life and I kill them on the crackback. So like, I don't know. I actually think I like the Thoughtseizes less than the bolts. Because they play Ragavan, right? They got one more turn to draw their Shadowstorm. That's true. Okay, so if we draw a cookbook, we get the nut turn 2. If they have a chalice, we have EE. I'm going to keep this. It's not great, but we do have Bauble and a fetch land to sort of fix our draw. So hopefully that works out. Yeah, figured that was coming. Well, now I want to do this instead. And I think I will. there any world in which I proactively EE here to try to hit something? No, I don't think so. Boo-doo-doo. We can do this now. Wastes. They're drawing a land. No kidding, Shauna. I love you for trying, buddy. I love you for trying. So they have a second monkey? That's okay, I've got a second DRC. Oh, and then this one's a 3/3. That's hot. Okay, was hoping for a land there, but, alright. I'm gonna play this on 0 because I really need to hit a land this turn. Thank you. As money or subs? Money's fine. Subs, if you want to gift subs. The thing is, if you want to give me the same amount of money via subs, you have to do twice as much because Twitch takes their cut, and because I'm only an affiliate right now, I only get half of what you sub for. So, and that goes for all supporting of this channel. Like, subs are great, and you get something for your sub. But Twitch gets their cut too. So, yeah. There should be a PayPal link below the stream. It is September, though. September. Well, I might do a Patreon for This Week in Modern. Like, for me, but, like, because of This Week in Modern being, like, a more consistent thing that I think is worth something in a different way than what my stream is worth. Like, Kaya is an Etron expert, and that is something that she can Patreonize, and should, and that's great. I don't really have anything like that where I can do that and feel comfortable about it. Okay, so this is TKS. It's going to be more than a little annoying. Yep. All right, well. Thanks, the one. Can you link that in chat? I don't get those updates. I don't get those updates. Thank you. So they took my Emrakul. Let's just draw another one. Not quite. So I could get Shadowspear, put it on DRC, start gaining 4 per turn. But I think having 2/3/3s is probably better here until they blow me out with some Shatter Storm. Alright, let's play into their hate. Probably going to get Shattering Spreed into the Dark Ages here, but... Or do I want the Cookbook instead of Shadowspear? I think I do, because it makes my tokens unbeatable. Assuming that they don't have the hate, we're basically just going to win this game on the ground. I'm sorry that you feel that way, Shauna. I could always queue it up and play it whenever you sub, if that's something that you would like. I'm willing to put in that effort for you, my friend. Welcome back, Jen and I. The sparkle has remained undimmed. Then it shall be. As you wish. Fuck. What? Why didn't the... Whatever. They didn't want to get in for 7? It's like Friday night again. Just my opponent's making very nonsensical plays. The only thing I could imagine is if they had some piece of graveyard hate where suddenly they knocked the DRC out of the air and blocked it. Yeah, I don't know either. I do know I'm going to try to kill them this turn. So if they have Spaghetti Boy, that's the only thing that forces me into an awkward spot. Oh no, because I can discard a food. Discard, make a food, go to 14, take 5, 9, 12. Yep. I actually want them to have Smasher here. Smasher would be great. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's 13 damage. So... Fetch to 11. So, spending the bolt on anything this turn that isn't killing them... Or, sorry, that isn't... Yeah, spending... I want to spend the bolt only on killing them. I would like to win the game this turn, right, meow. So, so if I spend 2 and crack the food, I go to 13, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we just do that. Oh, I can spend even less because I can get the swamp. And it doesn't hurt me to do so. Yes, the only thing we die to is Gutshot, which is fine. Can we just Vengeance back the DRC? It's not legendary. Alright, I'm at 3 opponent. No gut Shatterino. Infinite Goryo's Vengeance, no problem. Oh, sorry, I'll Surveil first. I'll put that in my graveyard. You want a second needle in this deck? I don't think this deck can afford a second needle. Most decks can't. Because it's a really bad draw. I mean, like, maybe in the 75, but, like, that's only really something you need against, like, control decks, prison decks, and other Saga decks. It has really felt like it, Shauna. But that's not... I don't think that's actually true because... I don't know, maybe. Like, this is very similar to what Spider Space top 8'd with forever ago. Which was just Black-Red Kitchen. So this is super similar to that. But obviously without the Asmoras and the Oval Chase and all that nonsense. So I don't know. I'm not sure, but most recently seen on Burn, but that's 9 days ago. That's a hand. I mean, keep for the meme? Content keep, anybody? Anyone like the content keep? Calibrated Blast. Let's do it. We're against Calibrated Blast. Content keeps always work out. Alright, opponent. I'm going to deal 0 damage to myself over my first couple turns, so strap yourself in. I was supposed to bauble there. It's fine. As long as I do it before end of turn, we'll be okay. Need a red there. Oh, they're buying Karuga. People like the content keep, the one. People liked the content keep. I don't know if you missed the memo. People liked the content keep. So we kept for content. I'm a slave to its neon claws. I call it Gambler. I call him Gambler. Oh. Yeah. It was a pretty rough set of draws right there. So we go, I think, I was thinking I wanted to go Cookbook into Shadowspear, but I bet you're right, Kaya. Yeah, you're right. And we don't lose full value on this one because we floated the one, so we get to do this, which is not great, but it's not nothing. That may have been a mistake, but we knew... I think maybe I already knew they had a factory, or they have 2 factories in hand. But factory in hand means a 2/2 wasn't blocking their factory anyway. so I'm not worried about it. They hit Emrakul. So we have 5. And we are almost definitely dead next turn. So I need my 2 draws to be black mana and Emrakul to get this one. Close. We can exile the throws, though. Oh, but I need the cookbook still. Shit. We could go to 12, and their blast can fizzle. Yeah, they can miss. So let's do that. We want to keep as high as possible. I'm about to go to 11, which is they can only. I think the only thing they can hit is a throws or a blast, which basically means if I want to shock for a duel here, it's fine. I don't think they play anything that isn't 12. That's a hit. So I think that's okay. Modern. As it was meant to be played. So I could have been an 11 here, but I don't think it's relevant. Draw 7 for graveyard hate. It's just too easy for them to have another blast in hand, I guess. I was thinking about it, but they also have factories to play, so then I'm just absolutely dead on board, right? Did they hit? Oh. That's not how that card works. That was the Cascade. Alright, we got. So, Soul Guide. Did you just get got by your own meme? No. That meme is not mine. I don't think Silence makes any sense because Blast is instant. The only thing it makes sense for is the Throes of Chaos, but I think I'd rather have Void Mirror for that. Yes, Dylan MTG's meme. Correct. That is the person that made that deck. Pithing Needle could be okay. It could shut down a lethal factory or Ramanap Ruins. I'm not going to worry about Scion of Dracos getting played. Maybe I should, but I'm not going to. Okay, we just need to find aggressive hands. That is maybe the best emote I've ever seen. Me? It needs some of that cute schoolgirl anime nonsense dialogue. I hope they don't get mad when I kill them with breach, comma, insert nonsense word. So, Saga on 1, but I don't have Goryos. This is probably not good enough. Yeah, it's not. This needs the Emrakul or the G Papa. But I think we just set up for it and pray. Emrakul. Well, Kaya's got room. She's gonna have room for more emotes real soon. Sure. Void Mirror on top. All right. Well. That was not what I was talking about. Baby talk. I don't think the anime thing involves baby talk most of the time. Ooh, speak is a universal language. Correct. It's the language of the internet. Hope Nahiri-chan doesn't summon me at an inappropriate time. Ooh woo. Well, we've got the 3 of a kind Blackcleave. Okay, well, stops Throes of Chaos. It's not much, but it's something. Starting to regret the turn 1 Saga. I just don't think we can win the game that way. Like, it's just too easy for them to get 2 blasts before our Shadowspears can do enough damage. There you go. Nahiri is also a great name for that because it's got an R in it. You know, opponent, I don't really mind 3-2ing this league. I just wish you would let me do it faster. I guess so, freak. This does shut off my own baubles. That's pretty funny. Yeah. I'm almost tempted to grab a Bauble here. or Needle for the factories. I think Needle on the factory is actually not insane. No, it's got to be Cookbook. It's got to be Cookbook. Oh my god, I used the colorless in my pool. Alright. It's fine. We weren't going to win this game with this hand anyway unless we top deck lucky. That's on me. That's on me. I knew what I needed to do and how I needed to do it, and then I got myself. Because I wanted to cycle that immediately anyway because we've already got the Throes of Chaos covered. Ironically, it's looking like if I had gone for the slow turn 2 Saga lines, we would have done better here. For whatever reason, I just assumed that this could not be the way the game went at all, which is just not correct. Their deck has a fail rate too. That said, what this really comes down to is I'm pretty sure I was supposed to mold a 5. Ragavan or DRC early in this matchup would have been a beating. We hit another factory. Good gravy. So they have a factory for the block. And it's a 3/3 for those who have not encountered factory blocks before. I don't really think Baby Metal is appropriately named, though. I think baby is a misnomer. Because one, they're like they look like Japanese schoolgirls, like except slightly more gothy, and two, the genre itself doesn't. It just sounds like metal. Like they didn't make any concessions to the baby-ish part, in my opinion, other than maybe a little bit of vocals. But it just sounds like melodic death metal to me. So they're porting me. Okay. Good draw? Oh, not a good draw. Also, electronic music styles freak. It's bananas. They're crazy. Alex. Maybe if I play the second Ragavan to block... No. Alright, I think we just pass it back. You drew a healing salve. Well, everything I draw is a healing salve. Salve. Sorry. Healing salve. All right. These factories are just kicking my monkey's ass. We just gotta draw the Grizzle Daddy or Emrakul. That's all it is. Okay. So, can I draw before I attack? If they have Blast, we could just die anyway. So if I draw before I attack, we could find a Cookbook and a Vengeance and an Emrakul. Not likely, but it's not unlikely. The question is, what else could I find? We've already got the Void Mirror. Pretty sure we just attack. Well, we drew cookbooks. Yeah, that's what I said, Colby. Oh, I had a treasure. I could have done more. That's okay. Radiant Fountain! Damn! Okay. Deal. They did get it into their graveyard. Play Saga. Crack the Spellbomb to draw. We'll see where we go from there. Got him. Here's where they play the Calibrated Blast out of their hand afterwards. Nope. Am I keeping up with spoilers from Midnight Hunt? Not totally, but I have seen the Faithless looting thing. I don't think I heard of anything that was particularly appealing. Blue-white looting is scary? I don't think so. I can be wrong, but I don't think it's scary. When I keep Lightning Bolt... Yeah, why is the card an instant is a fair question. Yes, I understand. That's a fair question. This is Knights of Sidonia from Muse. I don't know what it's been in other than Guitar Hero 3. That's where I learned about it. Anyone like the Psycho Keep? Nah. It's much better. We're just looking for one of a handful of cards, that isn't it? We have set them up for a turn 3 kill here, unless I block. But... Oh? Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Oh, you better be a careful, opponent. Do you know how to check which one you just played? I don't know if they did or not, but they got the right one. That's fine. So hopefully if they blast this turn, they miss.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the
fall,
freedom
there's
fighters
Send
before the
Noodles
start of the rainy
13.
season. And remember, a
Gotta love them
shiny new
nudes.
donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Alright, no red mana. Buys Karuga, sure. Alright, we just need to live through one more turn. Tap land. Ragavan, we shock next turn. So we just go double block if they attack with 2, and then Vengence with Emrakul. Doesn't end the game because they are on 40 lands, but certainly makes it a lot better. Gemstone with no... Okay, so they're dead. You're dead. Alright, got him. Give me an Emrakul off the top. It doesn't matter where I put this. It's about to get shuffled in anyway. Surgical? No, they wouldn't board in Surgical. Bolt. Where's this going? Oh, this is the top of my library, sorry. It's fine, sorry. Hello. Hi, opponent. Bye, opponent. Actually, I was incorrect. If they had attacked with both factories, we would have just gotten block. Okay, this is cute, but I don't think you read my card. That's why we're all happy looting is still banned. Well, looting doesn't let you do this on turn 2, Mord. Insolent Neonate, on the other hand, modern staple Insolent Neonate does. So that's the real villain. All right. So yeah, this was sick. This deck is super fun. It is. I mean, we won a bunch of games just playing like the random mid-range like DRC, Ragavan, Urza Saga deck, and then we won a bunch of games off of Goryo's Vengeance and or Through the Breach. It's resilient to hate. You know, good old. What was this deck called? Was this? There was a name for Griselbrand. Oh, Griselpig, right? But that played the... There was a version before that. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to remember. Maybe it was Griselbrand, because they used to play the Nourishing Shoal combo with Griselbrand so they could draw their whole deck, maybe? This is not a Mana Symbol original, so this is from Grilled Cheese MTG. And it was Griselbrand. Okay, that's the one I'm thinking of. But they played all that combo nonsense, and this is a lot better. But there were, like, Goryo's Vengeance, Emrakul Griselbrand decks, too. I think they were just never as good as Griselbrand. But regardless, yeah, Grilled Cheese MTG apparently has some unbelievable record with this of, like, 26-4 or something like that. And it really doesn't surprise me. This is another example of a deck that's just attacking the metagame on an interesting... Well, not interesting, but on a powerful angle. Actually, it is. It's a very interesting construction. And you know, it was cleverly assembled, and it does take some deftness to pilot from time to time, especially on the mulligans. Yeah, this was super fun. I have no room for improvement really to suggest. We played through a lot of different hate against a lot of different decks. We had all the tools that I feel like we needed to win most of the matchups that we ran into. You could play more cards against Burn somewhere, but we went to the third game against Burn, and they just had two really nutty hands where, you know, the fact that our mana base was doing a bunch of damage to us in those games was not kind. But this deck is, you know, well crafted and can win that matchup as we did in game 2. But if you are in the future watching this video on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of the other videos that you are interested in, and I will see you there.